Hello everyone, it's End Times Talk, and I know that it seems that a lot of my videos are really harping on the pre-tribulation rapture, but I'm going to keep harping away. This video, I feel, is very important, because if we can expose Satan's tactics before the raptured are going to go to heaven, but after the rapture, many Christians will be saved, because they will have seen a video like this before the rapture happens, before a pre-tribulation rapture happens. And so I want to expose Satan's plans to cover up the rapture. I want to expose Satan's plans to deceive people. The powers of the world expect the rapture to happen, plain and simple. They know a pre-tribulation rapture is coming. The Illuminati knows a pre-tribulation rapture is coming. Not a lot of people have heard of the Illuminati. Many have. But ultimately, I do know someone who used to be Illuminati, but he became a Christian. He's now passed away, but he told me the Illuminati, and he was higher up, the Illuminati were terrified of the rapture. That's the one event that really threw them off, because they were stumbling and worrying about how they were going to pull off a great deception to be able to deceive people and make them believe that, say, like aliens took us for re-education. Okay, he actually told me, and his words were that imagine yourself sitting in your home and really well-crafted CGI images came across your television of radar of motherships and video images of motherships approaching Earth from outer space. You'll go outside, you'll look up, you won't see them because they're not really there. It's a mock alien invasion. But what he said is that they have these DUMBs, deep underground military bases all across the globe, where they house the demons and the biosuits that the demons use, which is the gray aliens with the big eyes and all that stuff. They actually possess those flesh beings, and that's how they zip and zoom around, do these things, okay? But he said they're going to take off from these underground military bases, and they'll go up into the sky. But then when they come back down, there's gonna be very few of them, but they're gonna land in capitals all over the world. Okay? And then these beings that look like gray aliens are gonna emerge from these ships, and they're gonna communicate with mankind this. They're gonna say, and this is what he said. He said, we took the Christians to re-educate them in our motherships up above, and we will bring them back soon. But the Christians who are being re-educated are the ones holding the world back from the age of Aquarius, because they're stuck in the age of Pisces. And the aliens are going to say that they want to usher mankind into a golden age of information. They're probably going to have additions to the Word of God that are blasphemous. And this is going to help put the Antichrist into power. It's going to help put the false prophet into power. That's why the Vatican has the Lucifer telescope on Mount Graham in Arizona, looking for these supposed beings to come. Now, there's been many movies that have been made pertaining to raptures, pertaining to alien abductions, pertaining to people just disappearing, and here are a few. In 2014, there was Alien Abduction. And there was also Fire in the Sky, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, The Fourth Kind, 2015's Area 51, Skyline, This Is the End, The Remaining. In 2021, they came out with a movie called Exodus. Then they have Knowing, Rapture Palooza, The Leftovers, and there's a new movie that's coming out that I predict will actually try to explain away the rapture, called Oblivion Song. I do know that movie is set to come out eventually, and it is about a mass disappearance of people into another dimension. Now, Satan wants to do his best to be able to cover Jesus' foot tracks when he comes for his bride, let me tell you. And there's a few different ways he's going to try to do it. He's going to try to use CERN, because they're trying to tap into other dimensions with that. He's going to use false alien abduction scenario, or he's going to use the neutron bomb. It's a bomb that can go off that can destroy biological matter but leave infrastructure intact. So he's going to try to have either like an event where he's going to try to make it look like we weren't raptured, but we really are going to be raptured, folks. It's coming. They're going to a lot of extent to try to cover up the rapture, the pre-tribulation rapture. The UFOs, they don't go back to ancient aliens. They go back to Nazi Germany. You can look up these models, the Horton Ho 225. the Hannibal flying saucers 1, 2, 3, and 4, the Vril flying saucer, VRIL. I mean, I'm telling you folks, there's many models that the Nazis created, but the first one that could vertically lift off was called the Bell. All right, and you can literally look up Nazi UFOs, and there's pictures of them online everywhere. It's not some kind of like hidden knowledge, okay? They have to tell us what they're going to do to us. And they started creating these UFOs in the Third Reich in Nazi Germany because they knew the rapture was going to happen. The powers that be in the world wanted this technology to come out so that way they could push the alien agenda. All right, we know that the principalities and powers of darkness are probably behind all of this stuff as well. But what I'm trying to say is, folks, is that they are preparing to cover up the pre-tribulation rapture when it happens, and I do truly believe that they have that capability now, the technology like Project Bluebeam, where they can project holograms. I mean, look up, if you don't believe that holograms can look real, look up Tupac Resurrection, and then they also did one for America's Got Talent. They had Elvis Presley on stage for America's Got Talent. So what I'm trying to say is holograms are even real. They're going to set up an image in front of the temple of God that lives and talks. I believe that this will be some form of AI hologram. It's all coming together, folks. The technology is all here that is needed to be able for Satan to be able to try to deceive the world. And I want to make a video like this exposing these technologies, exposing this propaganda that's being used to push to try to cover up the rapture, to try to cover up Jesus's foot tracks. Because you ain't covering up my king's foot tracks, because when he comes, he's going to come like a thief in the night, and people are just going to disappear, and that's what's going to happen, folks. So I wanted to make this video and educate you guys as to what's being done to try to cover up the pre-tribulation rapture of us believers. May God bless you, and may God keep you.